Good morning, Barry, Big Thumbs Fishing subscribers. It's Chad here. I'm at the wonderful Spring Hill Trout Fishery for the second week in a row. I had a cracking session here last week, and I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm quite late. It's about 9:30. I had a few cans of Thatcher's cider last night and a kebab, and I could not get moving this morning. I'm feeling a little bit ropey, so glad to get out here and just get some fresh air, man. Hopefully perk myself up. But I'm just going to go for a couple of fish tickets today, and I'm going to start out on the brown ponds and see how I do. So as always, guys, I'm here with my Orvis 5 weight, my Helios 3D, here with a floating line, the MPX floating line. I've got a kick-ass damsel here to start off with. Right, here we go then, guys. First brown pond. Just saying, this was absolutely covered in leaves last week, so let's see how we go. It's very busy here today. Very, very busy. So it's good to see all the fisheries are doing incredibly well at the moment with Corona. So I think a lot of people are rediscovering their love for the sport of fly fishing. So the kick-ass damsel's got some lovely legs on it. Look at that. Right, I think I probably need to wet the fibres first. Just give that a stroke along. That's better. Give us a nice long cast out. It's a lovely crisp morning here, guys. Lovely crisp morning. So yeah, I really struggled to get going this morning, guys. I felt a bit ropey when I woke up. But fresh air's doing me the world of good. So I've been to a couple of waters previous to this that have got quite dirty water, and it's actually, I think it's on the tip of my line, it's making my line sink a little bit. So I might buy some line cleaner on eBay and just treat this line, give it a proper cleaning, some floatant on the end. Because generally these scientific angler lines are very good for flotation. But you get mud in between the textures, it can tend to be a little bit of an issue. Come on. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. So I always tend to try and work the margins. Nothing on that cast. So if you just look at how this kick-ass damsel looks in the water, I'll put it in there. Look at this in the water. Look at those tentacles go as well. That looks absolutely the business, I think. Would tempt any hungry predatory fish. Awesome. Okay. Just work the margins. That was a pretty amazing cast there, Chad, but don't mind say so myself. Right, let's tweak this back. I'm tweaking this because I think those rubber legs will move nicely if I tweak. Had some pretty big fish on these kick-ass damsels. I had a 6.5 pounder out of the bottom pond, brown pond in the springtime and there was fry bashing. That looks really good in the water. I had 2 pulls there. I saw the fish turn away. So he snatched at that then. Just tweaking back this kick-ass damsel. So I'm actually relatively confident I've got a good pattern on here. They've been very quick to snatch. So it's been quite hard to actually connect with a fish, if I'm completely honest. So let it sink a little bit. That's good though, 2 takes. Quite happy with that. So I can see little wakes and things. I wonder if they're fry smashing. That could be it. At this time of year, the brown trout tend to start feeding on the coarse fry, which in this lake it's going to Spring Hill will be the rudd. So what I'm going to do is I've seen some fish surging over here. So let's get one. Oh, look at that. I'm not the tidiest caster in the world, but boy, am I accurate. Guys, unexpected. Told you I had a feeling about this fly. Right, here we go guys. There we go. Ooh, beautiful. Just going to come and have another stroll in the second brown pond, guys. I've had some lovely fish out of here over the years. So a lot of people, I always see fish this pond, tend to come up this side because of the easier casting. But actually I find the most productive side is that side where it's a pain to cast. So, me being me, I'm going to go with the fishing I think is best. I've still got this black rubber leg daddy on, guys. I went into the main pot and the main lake and had a pull literally second or third cast on it. So, as I've only got a smaller ticket today, I'm going to have another go for another brownie, I think. If it gets later on, a little bit later on, then obviously I'll go and catch whatever's available, but why not take advantage of the opportunity to catch some wonderful brown trout when you know there is only brown trout in a particular bit of water. So I'm going to be a bit quieter now, guys, because this is brown trout country and you have to be a little bit stealthy. Here we go. Just keep him back from the water until I'm ready to cast. Right, let's put my coffee down. Coffee's down. And I'm going to sneak along. Very, very muddy here, guys. The water's very clear though. Let's see what we can see. That's even clearer in this lake than last week. when I was ordering these black rubber-leg daddies off eBay, I had a feeling they'd be very productive. You know, you just see a fly sometimes. You're like, yeah, that's going to catch me a lot of fish. What I was in then is the bottom. But it does have a tungsten head, so it's very heavy. So I really think it's going to be a destroyer at Tenterden Trout Water. So Lee was saying he saw a mink running around here. So I've got to keep my eyes open because they absolutely decimate a fishery. Of everything actually, they're quite Don't it just look at the business, guys? I think it does. So the main issue I've got with this is an absolute pig to cast. You're basically casting a stalking bug. But I think it's going to work just as well on a floating line, twitch back or fast figure of eighted back. It's going to have a fair bit of movement because it's so heavy it will hit and drag the bottom if you're not careful. Okay, I'm just dragging this along. It's like casting a cannonball, especially on a 5-weight rod, but twitch, 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 twitch. So unfortunately I didn't get a lot of that last brownie I caught. I only literally turned my camera on for the last 10 seconds of the fight. Oh well. That's the way it is sometimes, eh guys? So that sink a little bit. So I really enjoy the brown ponds here at Spring Hill. They're definitely a challenge. I've spent hours here before and not caught sod all. You know, but when you do actually catch a brownie, it is an achievement. A brownie's not like a rainbow. I've seen them in clear water fisheries. They literally, they can't even be bothered to swim away from something when they're spooked. They just casually swim away. You try fishing chalk springs after the big brownies, and just you put your fly in front of them, they just can't be bothered to move away quickly. They're just casually swim off at a slow cruising pace, ignoring all your attempts to hook into them. I might try my kick-ass damsel in here as well if I don't have any takes on this. There's something about that fly that really appeals to me. Because I had maybe 3 or 4 takes on it before I changed it to this rubber-leg daddy. I think when you use a garish... That was nice. That was very nice. See that? That was a decent brownie as well. That was a good £2-3 that was. Might stick on my kick-ass dams and see what happens. Give it a go. Come here, you. Look at that. Sometimes it's worth having a go with like that. Yes. So sometimes that's actually the perfect example of casting to a rising fish there, guys. Now this black rubber-legged daddy, I did actually squeeze the barb on it, so need to make sure when I'm peeling that line in that I do actually keep my line tight. There we go. Oh, that's shaking its head. What are we on? Put the drag down a little bit. Oh, that's a real pretty. Oh, that's a stunning brownie, guys. Absolutely stunning. You can see it. Don't know if you can see it, guys, but that is beautiful. Oh. As always, guys, the fish here fight like Mike Tyson. So that, I actually saw that topping. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. Alright, there we go. Oh, there's plenty of fight left in this one. I think that's a decent fish, guys. That is definitely a decent brownie. Good couple of pound. They've got some beautiful, oh mate, go, go, go. Beautiful spots too. Look at that. Oh, that's why I come. This is why I come to Spring Hill, guys. The best place in Kent to come if you want to catch a brown trout. That's a decent fish, guys. Oh, that's a really decent brownie. Good. It's definitely starting to tire. I don't want to do anything silly because I am on a barbless fly. So, years as a course fisherman, I don't normally fish barbless when I trout fishing, but unless I'm catch and releasing, but I'm not adverse to it either. It's all about just keeping your line tight. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. That is stunning. Oh, one last attempt. He's mine. Oh, guys. That is, there you go, straight out, barbless. That's a good £3, I'd say, guys. What a stunning brownie. I'm well happy with that. Saw him jump in, fired my fly to him, and he had it. That is why I come to Spring Hill, guys. That is absolutely awesome. And give me a good scrap too. There you go, guys. I weighed that fish and it went £3.5. I'm really happy with that. It's made my day. Fisheries go, I can't recommend Spring Hill enough. I've done enough videos here, guys. You know that I really love this place. Lee and Jane run an absolutely awesome fishery. The fish fight well, they eat well, and it's just a great place to be. And there is no better place in Kent, I think, to catch a brown trout, because they've got dedicated ponds to just brown trout. They're not always easy, but is well worth persevering, as you saw today. I was there last week when you saw me do the video, and I spent a good 2-3 hours and didn't even have a pool. This week they were feeding. It's just the way it is with brownies, guys. But Spring Hill, I urge you to try it out. It's a really awesome fishery.